Hello there, welcome to Spirit and You. My name is Debbie and welcome Taurus. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to your February 2019 general reading. So Taurus, thank you for liking and subscribing. It's month 3, so subscriptions are kind of increasing slowly. So if you like the video at the end of this and you subscribe, that would just be absolutely fabulous. So I'm just going to get straight on with your reading. 8 cards I've got for the timeline spanning through February. Apologies for being a little bit late uploading. I had a few technical issues. First card, the Sun. This is beautiful. So this is the Sun. This is the lovely planet, the Sun. This is strength of character, and this is kind of where you come from, Taurus. You come from your heart and you come from a place of sincerity. Also, when the Sun comes through, it does, because it's the Sun and it's radiating out like this, it wants to talk about the possibility of keeping warm and going to the Sun and travelling. That could be that some of you will really be just thinking about jetting off to the Sun now. That's the obvious part of the Sun card. But for you, as I'm feeling it, this is about you coming from your sunny side but needing to be lighter. It feels like you could do with a little bit of sunshine in your life, that things have been tricky for you. There's been a sense of heaviness around you, and you being an earth sign and being so grounded, you're used to having your feet very firmly on the ground, but this feels almost like treacle. I'm getting a sense of you feeling stuck. So the Sun wants to come through it and lighten the load for you and say, listen, let's get sunny, let's look at the bigger picture, let's project ourselves out so that we can change the situation. Let's give ourselves that bit of freedom. It feels like that freedom to express yourself, that freedom to be on your journey, as it were, either going on your holiday or just the journey that you're on through this lifetime. So I think starting off the month with the Sun kind of coming straight into you and swooping into the month for you, excuse me, is a very positive sign. It shows radiance, love, determination, stamina, and that things can only get better because the Sun is shining on you and it's lifting your spirits. Very positive way to start the month for you. And of course it could well mean, and there's also a child element to this, being around children. One child I'm getting for somebody that you're looking after. Beautiful. Now, what you've got next, kind of first week or thereabouts, is the, what is it? Actually, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune, this is lovely. This is when all sorts of things can happen. So to start off with, you get the Sun coming through, wanting to lighten your load and make you feel happier, and to remind you of the sunny side of your personality and not to feel quite so downtrodden if someone's hurt you or if a situation at work is just bogging you down. The Wheel of Fortune is saying everything is cyclical, everything moves. This month will move, March will move, and it goes on. February, April, May, June, and things move all the time. So any situation that you find yourself in, Taurus, you're not staying in. You're not staying in, because as we have seasons and the months roll on and the years go by, things change. People come into our lives and they go. Work comes and it goes in different forms. We don't stay the same as people. And this Wheel of Fortune is showing you how everything moves. But it's really lovely because it does tend to want to balance you and explain to you about, yes, you're an earth sign and you like to be firmly sure-footed and know where you're going. But there's an element of wanting to lift you up, wanting you to connect to something else, for you to see the bigger picture, which is why the Sun wants to come through and kick off the month with you. So the Wheel of Fortune shows here, as you look at this wonderful card here, you've got an owl. Oh, interesting, there's an owl on there because your spirit animal guide card that came through is an owl, which is interesting. We'll know more as we go through the reading how that wants to come through and what it makes me feel like towards the end. So there's the owl and there's the moon, and you can see this lovely, I mean, there's a massive big pattern here, but ultimately this is about cycles. This is about the way that life evolves, the way it revolves, and the way that it moves, and so will you. So anything that you feel stuck in is going to change. It won't stay that way. It won't allow it to. The Sun will just, let's put the Sun back out for you, the Sun will just move you forward. Very nice. Going into the second week approximately, you get the Mother of Pentacles. This is a lovely one for you because Pentacles are an earth sign. They're about money and possessions and the way we feel about ourselves and keeping everything grounded, which you can relate to very well. This card would show that, you know, that feeling that I was getting of you needing to be lifted up and to feel better and to understand that everything's a moment in time and it's a cycle and it doesn't stay the same. This is what this card tells you next. And also this child element comes through with this one here, mother and daughter, mother and son, child element coming through. But this is showing you getting a handle on the money. This is you really, some of you being solvent for sure, and some of you just have saved enough, worked hard enough, and have a game plan so that the money will be in place. This shows a level of male or female of being able to look after the money and bring the money in so that it can be shared out in the home, in the workplace, whatever that means for you in your day-to-day life and the routine that you've got going on, Taurus. But it does show stability. It really does. It's very, very comfortable. It's you sitting, I mean, look how she sits there, calm, collected, and very sure. That's what happens when you've got this kind of energy and it's a pentacle. So foundations feeling very nice, feeling very secure, feeling, I'm getting a sense of feeling warm as well. The sun keeps jumping out at me all the time, bouncing off this card, this heat element and this unsticking you and lifting you up. This is where you will be going. This is where you may well already be, and if you're not, you're definitely headed that way, to this stability, to this assuredness. It's, you know, it's like you're just sort of sitting in a field, you know, looking up at the sky, chewing a bit of grass. You're not a cow here, by the way, and just, you know, kind of chilling out, like I've got this sorted. There's an element of freedom here. Also, because this is a mother, it doesn't necessarily mean a mother, it could mean a mother. So for some of you, it will mean that you are a mother and this is your child or your loved one, your dear one, that kind of thing. Or if you're a man, it's just the way you nurture your family and the way you nurture that particular child stroke person. If they're a little bit vulnerable, how you look after them, because I'm getting a real sense of care with this card. Very nurturing, very supportive, very stable, very grounded, very, very nice. Things are changing, as the Wheel of Fortune would tell you. And so much so, sort of second week again, we've got the Tower. There you are, there's the Tower. So the Tower would come along when things are going to be shook up, when we're going to shake it down and we're going to change it a little bit. You know, the Wheel of Fortune here, saying about everything cyclical and nothing stays the same. Everything moves, it just moves. No matter where we think we are or how difficult or even how fantastic things are, it always moves and it changes. And it changes, sometimes it's sudden, like this lightning which you, whoa, and sometimes it's a steady roll of life, you know, the ebb and the flow, the way things just move. This is the Tower card, which I think, with the way that these cards feel for your reading, is just telling you that there's a change coming, that you are going to be moving into a better place, that something's going to change which is going to feel better for you, something's going to just feel right, and it can be in wherever that is in your life where it falls, whether that's, sorry, I might have moved the camera then, whether that's at home, you know, as in your nearest and dearest, your significant other, the people that matter, or matter that you care about rather, or at work, something changing, like somebody new comes into the business and they shake it all up and you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that, but it's actually for the better. Or you're in a relationship and there's an enormous breakdown of what feels like everything, but once it breaks down, you rebuild it and you have this great conversation and it's better. So that sort of feeling stuck, this is you being shook up so that you're not stuck. So whether it's work or whether it's in your actual personal life, it's a shake up for the better because it moves you. And we don't want to feel stuck, do we? This is why the sun wants to come out very first and shine its light on you, to move you and to let you know that things are okay, and why the Wheel of Fortune wants to come through and say everything moves, you're not stuck, it's all right. And this is saying exactly the same. And then going into the third week, you have the Lovers. There you are. You can see the Lovers. Hey, well, it could mean just that. Could mean that you're in this amazing relationship, your significant other, and it just feels fantastic, and you are so in love, and it's beautiful. And that stability and that grounding, that foundation that you need and that you want, that makes you feel alive and makes you want to get up in the morning, it's all going well. It's all moving the way you want it to. It's flying off in the direction you want it to, and it feels good. And then it could just literally be a union of two people being very important, two situations coming into the workplace or into your life, into your sphere, into your awareness, into your space, that feels very nice. Because there's a lot of energy in this card. Look at these colours here. That denotes energy, and it's your energy. It's energy that wants to come to you. I mean, the sun particularly just will not. The sun just wants to come. So there's an energy, a radiance of energy, of warmth, of love, affection, of activity when this comes along. So this could be, as I say, two people just being so in love. You could be meeting somebody where you just feel like you're going to fly off, swim off, be together, whatever that is for you. But it's got a strong connection and union for you. So if it's a job that you've applied for and you get it, it will feel right, feel like you've connected. If it's a relationship, you've definitely connected. And if it's just that you're working in the community with people, you're forming a union and a friendship that's solid. People like this, and there's a very, very strong sense of communication. You will be chatting away to people and they will be enjoying your company. Talking about people, here is the Three of Wands, and this particular card, I mean, it's Wands, their drive and passion and desire and dreams and determination, and they're what you strive for, what you ride for, what you push yourself, you propel yourself forward for. It's that I have a dream. It's that kind of thing. And there's three here, so there's a form of manifestation coming up of a dream, a desire, a passion. So passion in the relationship, yeah, you dreamt about it, you wanted it, the Lovers is here, it's moving. Could be work, passionate about your job and it's coming together. Does feel that something will manifest in terms of whatever is important to you at this particular time, this particular month. There's a feeling of teamwork with this as well. The fact that you may be calling in people to help you, even though I know that you can do an awful lot on your own. You very much can. But you see, I want to turn this over and sort of put you at the base here, and these people helping you just feels there's your energy in the middle there. There's that fire in your belly. There's that energy. There's that activity that I'm getting. I'm getting activity strongly for you. So I think you're going to feel a form of electricity with somebody. That feeling of being stuck that I got at the very beginning of the reading, you're going to be lifted. There's an electrical thing going here, a nervous thing. Not nerves, as in you're going to feel nervous, an energy that comes, sort of runs through you. It's an electrifying thing. And it could be that somebody works with electrodes, or there's some sort of science involved, there's something chemical going on, but there's an electrifying feeling that I'm getting as I hold this card up for you. But teamwork is important, so you need to, I know you like to stand alone and you like to do things, and you have a great way of balancing the books and balancing the home life and being steadfast in everything you do, but sometimes in a relationship and at work we need to pull in somebody to help us, and this is you pulling on a few troops, as it were, and pulling on the relationship and saying, no, well, actually, you know, you said you could help a little bit, that would be great if you could. I'd appreciate that. So, and also there's a thing about siblings with this as well, about you, a communication with your family and your friends and your siblings. Maybe you've got 3 siblings, and it feels very cheerful to me. It feels fun and laughter, but it's definitely around what makes you passionate, you know, what kind of drives you, that driving force that you've got. We've got 2 mothers. This mother here of Wands sits underneath the Mother of Pentacles. So they were sat like this, okay, looking down at each other, looking up at each other. So here we are, the Mother of Wands. Now, so we've got another wand feel here, and you see this energy here, this beautiful red here. That's you. Gosh, you're fired up and you're you're unstuck. And we've got this radiance feel, you know, going over to the sun. It wants to, the sun's coming over. There's a lot of energy, a lot of electricity, a lot of determination. And excuse me, we have the mother again. So we're drawn to mother, and we've got them both looking at each other. So the fact that they're on top of each other means there is a reference here. So mother, you may be looking after the children, looking after the family. Father, you may be looking after your nearest and dearest and your loved ones, and you're kind of making a claim on that. Also, I get it with the opening up of something that's very passionate. So it could be the relationship. It just opens up and flourishes, and it just feels, oh wow, just like the tower did. Wow, didn't see that coming, but boy, I'm really glad it's all shook up. It's come out the way I wanted it to. So this could be that something really exciting is coming, that something is literally going to come out and it's going to surprise you. It's going to delight you. It's going to be good. So you've got the mother aspect as in the nurturing side of things, which you would do because you're looking after the family, you're looking after the finances, and you're looking after yourself, importantly. And somebody's buying themselves a lovely new coat, and you're just, you know, you're getting something nice for you. And that does feel like it might be a garment for some of you. But this is with the mother feel, and you staking your claim and being very passionate about what's important to you at home and at work. Something coming through. And then you got sort of coming through the almost to the end of the month, you've got the Nine of Pentacles here. Can you see these lovely colours? They're nice, aren't they? And they are just energy again. So with your 9 and its Pentacles, so this is really good for you because it's that stability, that foundation, that material wealth and standing that, you know, is important to you. It's important to all of us. This is you reaching a level of security, of stability for sure, and of your own person. It could be that you've got to a point in time where there's enough money now. Yes, you probably always want a little bit more. Who doesn't? You want to add to the pot, but there's a comfort with this. So you're working towards this, and you'll find this. It could be that there's a pay rise coming, or something happens. This surprise that comes in ends up being a gift of some kind in some financial way. But it does draw you to the ability side of you as a person, that you've achieved this, that you made this happen, that you worked hard, that you got your wardrobe looking that gorgeous because of the work that you did, that your house looks that fabulous because of the work that you did, the money that you saved, and the input, the interior design, the luxury side of things, the loving environment. I've got this vision of this beautiful long table, and it's dressed in this gorgeous white linen. It's just so gorgeous, and there's candelabras on there, and there's the most amazing dinner sets, and you know, what do they call them? You pour wine out of those lovely, I can't find the name, but I can see them, and it just looks beautiful, and there's a big bunch of flowers on there, and it's luxury, and it's crisp, the linen's crisp, and it's a status thing. This is what I've achieved. It feels really beautiful. It feels like, well, I worked very hard for this. You know, this didn't come easy, you know. I've been quite a long time trying to work through this. I've got it now. And it's lovely. There's a luxury feel. There's soft music playing. It's the creature comforts. This is what you've achieved. And if you haven't achieved it, it's what's coming. So very nice. And look at those lovely feathers. You're able to converse. You're able to put your point across, which is why you've achieved what you've achieved. You haven't achieved this just by manual labour, although there's been a real effort. But you've had to communicate it too. You've had to physically do it, and you've had to articulate it too. So you've been firing on all 4 cylinders to make this happen. So at the end of the month, look where you arrive. Oh, that's lovely. And then, as your spirit animal, you've got the owl, which I wanted to talk to you about here, didn't I, with the Wheel of Fortune, as there's 2 owls there, you see? The owl as a spirit guide animal. So look out for anything that feels similar to the owl, or even the owl during the course of the month, because that will be a message for you. A message that you've connected, and a message that you're doing things right, that you're seeing the whole picture, that you've got your 360 view on things, that you've feathered your nest correctly, that you're communicating your ideals, your ideas, and your interpretation of how you expect things to be. So you'll be putting your ideas across really well, and you'll be receiving very good information. I've got a feeling here with the way these cards are going, that I'm just getting the Tower up for the moment, that something, when this gets shook up, something good comes out of it that results in your 9 here. And you've got these two mothers, this motherly, this family feel, this being secure in yourself financially and secure in yourself emotionally, the teamwork that's needed, and the Lovers card. So things are coming, and the Owl would say you've got a really good eye on it. You've got good perception. As owls are very wise, so you're able to look at the situation, to kind of look down on it even, and look at yourself. Turn your head around and look at yourself. What do I want? What do I need? I'm pretty pleased with the way this has gone, and you'll find that the month will open up to all sorts of wonderful things coming your way, which will ultimately be of your doing, of your entrepreneurial side, your ability to stabilise a situation if it gets a little bit rocky, or if it feels a bit sticky, like I sensed in the very beginning. So Taurus, I think you've got a real handle on this month. I think nice things are coming your way, and I think that nothing's going to pin you down, nothing's going to rock your boat too much that you wobble off. The Tower comes in, but you're unshakable and you're unstoppable. So you're going to have a lovely time of it. Well, lovely Taurus. Thank you for listening. I hope that you've enjoyed the video. If you have, it'd be great if you liked and subscribed. I will be putting up some weekly videos, just a couple of cards I thought I'd do, just to have a look at the energies that might be around us during the course of the week. So if you subscribe, you'll get notification. You can kind of hop over and just listen to them. It just gives us a little bit of something in between the long month. It's always lovely to talk to you. I'm so glad that you came along and that you've watched. Anyway, you have yourself a fabulous month. I will see you in March. Bye bye. Take care, won't you? Bye.